Welcome to This Explainer. Okay, today we are kicking things off with the untold truth about building wealth from nothing. Listen, we are going to completely dismantle everything you thought you knew about getting rich. If you've ever felt like massive wealth is just reserved for a lucky few, or if you're just totally exhausted by the daily grind, you are in the exact right place. We're going to look really closely at the actual mechanics of building wealth from absolute scratch. Let's explore how money actually moves in our society. All right, I want you to anchor your mind to this number right here as our starting point, $1 million. For a lot of people, this is it, right? It represents the absolute ultimate financial finish line, the culmination of a lifetime of extreme frugality and careful pension planning. But watch what happens when we scale this up rapidly. $10 million. Quick, we're stepping into a whole new bracket of wealth here. It's literally 10 lifetimes of that initial finish line, compounding in a way that starts to look way less like traditional saving from a paycheck and more like there is a completely different financial system at play. And we just keep going. $100 million. Push that visual anchor even higher. The tension really builds here because this is exactly where the gap between ordinary earnings and massive wealth becomes absolutely staggering. It completely defies conventional logic. And then we arrive at this, $1 billion, 1,000 million. It's a scale of wealth that the human brain almost can't even comprehend. And it's for sure a reality you cannot reach just by clocking into a standard 9-to-5 job. Okay, let's dive into this. We need to violently contrast the extreme wealth of billionaires with, well, everyday reality. On one side, you have someone like Amazon founder Jeff Bezos sitting at roughly 117 times that massive billion-dollar mark. And on the other side, us, navigating student debt, low savings, sky-high living expenses, and frankly, feeling wildly underpaid. Looking at this huge gap, it's totally natural to feel like it's a rigged game. It feels like someone cheated or was just born lucky and the rest of us are destined to be on the losing side. And this brilliantly illustrates why that's just not true. This data actually shatters that rigged game narrative entirely. When WealthX analyzed the world's ultra-wealthy, people with over 30 million in net worth, they found something pretty surprising. You've got to forget the Hollywood myth of entitled heirs, because a massive 68% of these individuals are completely self-made. We're talking about people who started in absolute poverty. Think about self-made billionaires like Bezos, Elon Musk, or Oprah. So what exact equation do they know that the rest of us don't? Well, it starts by identifying the false equation, which is this idea that money equals salary earned from a job. We've been taught this our entire lives. Our traditional school system practically drills this into our heads from day one. But the fatal flaw in this formula is that it traps you. It traps you into trading your most precious, finite resource, which is your time, for a simple, fixed salary. And once that time is gone, there's literally no way of getting it back. The mathematical reality of this path is just terrifying. Look at this. If you earn $20 an hour, working 40 hours a week, it would take you nearly 24 years to reach $1 million. And the horrifying kicker? That doesn't even subtract the taxes you'll pay, your living expenses over 2.5 decades, or inflation. Inflation alone would happily eat half the value of that million before you even get there. The math simply makes this an impossible path. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the pivot. To break out of this trap, we have to completely shift our worldview and abandon that old equation. In a capitalist society, the new equation dictates that money equals perceived value. You absolutely must stop working hard just to chase money directly. Instead, you need to understand the rules of the game. You are paid in direct proportion to the value the market, meaning consumers and society, perceives you to have. Let's break that down with a really stark contrast. Take a hardworking cleaner versus an accountant. The cleaner is putting in intense physical effort, sweating every single day, yet their market demand and pay are low because the role is easily replaceable by almost anyone. On the flip side, the accountant exerts incredibly low physical effort, literally just sitting at a desk. But their perceived value is massive because they possess scarce knowledge that saves clients thousands in taxes. The market pays generously for scarcity and high perceived value, not just for physical sweat and exhaustion. So the crucial point is this: if you want money, find profitable problems to solve. You have to stop chasing money directly. Instead, just listen to market frustrations and inconveniences. Every single dollar in existence flows from this premise. If you hear people complaining about an inconvenience, you are literally listening to money waiting to be made. If you solve $1 million problem, you make millions. Solve $1 billion problem like Amazon did with the hassle of physical shopping, and you are rewarded with billions. So how do you actually shift from being a consumer to a wealth creator? Here is the actual step-by-step roadmap to generating massive wealth. Step 1, find a problem. Really listen to the market. Step 2, build a solution. And hey, you don't need to code the next Google. You just need a vehicle to solve that specific frustration. Step 3, scale it. Your solution has to reach a massive magnitude of people without hitting a ceiling. And finally, step 4, automate and outsource. Put systems in place so the business runs like a well-oiled machine without you having to be there. But here is a massive warning. Do not build a job disguised as a business. Starting a local restaurant or charging $100 an hour as a yoga teacher might sound awesome, but honestly, you just become the most stressed employee of your own company. Your income is still totally bound to your physical time. True wealth requires infinite scale, like turning that local restaurant into a franchise, or recording that yoga class just once and letting software sell it globally, 24/7 without your constant physical presence. Once you have that scalable, automated solution running, you reach the ultimate payoff. It is such an exciting reality. You generally have 3 incredible paths here. First, the acquisition. This is cashing out massively, like when Instagram sold out for $1 billion. Second, you can stick with your baby, growing its value over time. Or third, you can let that machine run passively in the background, generating income while you step entirely away. This is where all that initial meaningful struggle finally comes to fruition. Let's move to and see how this builds. Money is just a piece of paper. Its value is only backed up by our belief. This totally reframes the entire journey we've just been on, doesn't it? The ultimate destination was actually never the paper itself. It's about buying back your ultimate freedom and the time it buys you. Which brings us to a final provocative question. How many more hours of your life will you let slip through? Are you going to continue repeating that daily grind cycle until retirement? Or are you finally ready to stop chasing paper and start chasing meaningful solutions? The equation to wealth is right in front of you. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Now, what problem are you going to solve next?